Welcome, one and all, to AAA Cigars, which is Arturo
Ambrose
and our alcohol.
Cheers.
For the third time.
Cheers.
We're going to get all nice and toasty before we even start the episode officially.
Cold draw.
Cold draw. All right, still trying to figure out the mic positioning, so bear with me. And plus, I've already had my dumbass was actually trying to savor it the way I know, like the smoke. I'm not getting anything though. It's pretty dead. I mean, not to say that the cigar is, but I'm not. Maybe it's my palate. Are you getting anything?
I'm getting I'm trying to figure out if it's maybe like an anise.
Oh, really? I live vicariously through your senses. Because I'm literally getting. I don't know if this is overpowering my. You know what?
Drink a little bit of water.
Yes.
Just drink a little bit of water.
A little bit.
Yeah, I am getting what? What?
Shit. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be in the shot, but I don't know if we're gonna lose you, dude.
Why?
Because of the color.
I'm blue.
It's technically green blue screen.
Jeez.
And then not only that. That's gonna be it's just the head and the bottom, like all haunted.
We'll just keep it in front of us, so
Well, luckily we're getting rid of the bottom one, but that'll just make it fun. That'll be something that we clip for sure.
I'm definitely getting an anise flavor.
Yeah?
On that cold draw.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna. I took some water already, but let's cleanse off the palate a little bit. If my audio is a little weird, it's this is a new mic.
Test run. Well, it's a first run,
Mm-hmm.
not a test run because it's a first run.
We already did the test run. Okay. Huh. I definitely got something, but now I can't pinpoint it. It's definitely something though. Maybe it is anise, like you said.
I think it's anise. I think that's what I'm getting.
And this thing stuck to my cigar, so I'm trying to do this ever so gently.
I haven't had a Zippo in such a long time, courtesy of Sal from Current Place Cigars.
Our favorite place in the whole wide world.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Did you ever, when you were younger, did you ever do that?
Yeah, but I would also do on my pants where you light it. You would,
flip and light at the same time?
Yeah.
Not at the same time, but in one shot.
Yeah.
The one that I learned, I got an old Zippo that I didn't fucking care if it dropped. And
you do the flip,
just,
and it would open it up. Yeah, I can't do that. This one's too fresh, too clean.
Yes, there's always that fear of dropping it for the first time, and then you drop it the first time, and you're like, fuck it, I already dropped it. A lot like your phone. Not like your phone, but like people in general. It's like
with their phone.
You're super cautious, and then you drop it that first time, and you're like, fuck it, I already dropped it once.
Unlike me, with no case on my phone.
Bro, I wish I could do that because I absolutely hate cases.
Yeah.
It ruins the aesthetic of the phone. That's the reason that the phone was created that way. But I am an iPhone person. I even look at that thing the wrong way and it fucking cracks.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to take off this tape. I'm having a little issues here. Okay. Give me a second.
Let's
up? See.
With the bottom
with the bottom thing.
Yeah, same thing.
You know what? It looks like the tape is actually on the cigar.
That's what happened with mine. That's why I had to do it ever so gently. And I think I did tear it up a little bit. I ruined the wrapper a little bit, but
it's just the foot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I figured. Like, as long as we don't go crazy.
Ouch.
I'm excited.
Anyway,
so the EP Carrillo Allegiance. This was provided to us by. This one is technically sponsored by
Current Place Cigars.
And
hopefully it doesn't tear it.
Yeah. So I mean,
cool.
We always put them on anyway, but
yeah. I got another lighter too. This one's not mine.
That's delicious. That is delicious. I don't know what exactly I'm tasting. Like we've said before, this guy right here, you're going to get more of the overall experience. My buddy over here is where you're going to get the actual...
Underall experience?
Overall experience. You get the over and under. You get the full reach around over here. I don't know. But with him, you're definitely going to get the notes and whatnot. I will try to say if I detect anything, but my palate is not as good as someone's. It's good though. It just first draw was really it packed a fun. Okay, so to full disclaimer, light breakfast, and I did have some actual coffee this morning, so my palate's a little bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've just been having this straight up. There's no ice, have very little water. This is, of course, the Johnny Walker Blonde. So my palate's already a little acidic, I would say. What are you picking up?
Nothing. My nose is cold. It's kind of cold outside.
Because we designed it. We set this up so that you're getting double smoke. That's just always the case.
Not sure yet. I'm
picking up pepper.
Yeah, a little spiciness.
A little, yeah, the spice. I want to, again, my palate's not that it's not to be trusted, but I'm picking up even almost like jalapeno spicy.
Just because it's green?
But yeah, that actually, I'm wondering if it's subliminal.
Green. It's jalapeno green.
Right?
Yeah. Let's see. Retro Hell?
That's what I was gonna say. I was just about to say that. Like, let's try that. Actually, I'll talk a little bit. You try it, and then we'll switch because both of us drawing at the same time leaves dead air.
Yeah.
So
suspense.
Yes,
that's what I call it.
For those that are watching the video, it makes sense. But those listening to the audio, they're just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's called suspense.
Yes, go for it.
The suspense.
You do it first because I always mess mine up, and people want to hear you talk more than me anyway. So, I am getting that jalapeno-ish. That spicy, not just pepper, but like spicy jalapeno spicy.
Brad.
All right, you talk and I will do.
Well, I get a little bit of it's definitely spice. I can't pinpoint it right now, only because we just lit it up, but I am getting a lot of spiciness.
It's definitely spicy. You know what? Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong, especially because to my knowledge, you've had one recently.
Yeah.
This, from my memory, and like I've said, I had it many years ago, at least 6-7 years ago. This is reminding me of what I used to think of when I had a Padron.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah.
Would that be a fair comparison right now? Because like I said, I haven't had like 6-7 years, so that might be way off.
Yeah, the Maduro Patron, it does give you that spiciness right off the bat. Even throughout, it does mellow out. A Padron does mellow out. What?
I just had an idea right now that you mispronounced. You said Patron instead of Padron. And I was like, what if we do when we have it, we do a Padron Patron
tequila.
But I was like, that's tequila. That's dangerous.
Well,
for those that don't know, I have an alter ego that comes out when I have tequila.
Oh, me too. Hulk? Wolverine.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
much.
But
except that mine's not angry. Mine's kind of wild. Do you remember the story I told you about the really tiny shirt at the beer fest?
Yeah.
That is a direct result of tequila.
Ooh, tequila. Yeah.
Yes. So.
But, I have sipped on, good tequila.
Oh, dude.
It just, sipping on it,
There's going to be the purists that are going to just jump in our comments and rip us a new one, please. That's interaction. I don't care if it's negative.
Yeah.
It's not real tequila, which I know it's not, but Don Julio 1942, even the Casa Azul is really delicious, but it's not considered real tequila by the connoisseurs. Have you had any of the ones that are considered Real tequilas?
I think I have. How about Milagro?
I believe so.
And what's that big blue bottle? Casa Ceros?
That's the Casa Azul.
No, there's another bottle. Like a blue tequila bottle.
Okay, no, I haven't seen that one.
But I've had a handful of tequilas, sipping, mixing, shotting.
Because shooting maybe.
Shooting?
Because I did tell you the 1942 margarita story, right?
No.
With,
yes.
Lucinda.
Yes.
One day we'll tell you guys that story.
Best margaritas ever?
Ever, for sure. I think we might have said it on here. But anyway, the Don Julio 1942, that one I actually managed. I think it's shooting tequila that's the issue. If I sip it, I think I'm okay because I had a bottle of 1942 and I didn't get wild and crazy. But that one, again, don't attack me. Go ahead. I can handle it. What I did with that one is I would pour it out, get a little bit of lime, just a tiny little smidge, throw it in there, and that's how I was sipping that tequila. And it was fucking delicious. It was super smooth. Didn't have an excessive burn to it. Just it was going down really, really nice.
Really
ridiculously good looking nice.
The other brew bottle that I have at the house is Corralejo Reposado. You've seen it. I'm sure you've seen it. Right?
So is there, that you know of, is there a decent bottle of Patron without getting crazy expensive?
I mean, I used to drink the añejo. That's like of the three, the silver. Was it silver? Let me see. Because I think the añejo was the one that I did sip on. And it's me, my pops, and my stepmom's dad. We finished the bottle just sipping on it. And pretty good, you know.
Wait, your stepmom's dad or your
Yes.
stepmom's man?
My stepmom's dad.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we might be able. We're just planning ahead because apparently this year we already have 4 episodes planned out.
Yeah.
Like we're on a good track here. Because it's going to be this one, obviously.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, the next one should be. I did get, if you watched the last episode, I got my hands on the Grey Cliff, which I'm super excited for. And then we have.
We got a few sticks coming in from Quesada. And that's going to be a really good one because I smoked. It's the Quesada Vega Magna. Yeah. A good Quesada.
Okay. Yeah. And then, oh shit.
Another Padron.
And then a Padron. So
actually,
that's why we're maybe planning to do the Patron connection.
What I'm trying to do, which is I'm kind of like notifying you now, is kind of getting Cigar Aficionados, Cigar Snob magazines, Cigar Journal mags, maybe even Cigar Dojo's #1 of the year, and see if we can smoke those.
Okay.
So Cigar Journal mags is the Padron number 95. Natural, that's their #1 this year.
Okay.
So, you know, hopefully we can get our hands on the #1 for Cigar Aficionado. It is a Cuban, but, you know, we got a couple hookups.
I'm excited because I enjoy my cigars, but this guy's definitely my guru. So I'm like, yeah, whatever you want to bring, let's smoke it. I do that. There's very few cigars that I can think of. I hate to say it, no disrespect to them. It is what it is, but when it comes to like acids, that I can't do.
No
acid, even the tobacs, not a big fan. But bad cigars, I don't think I've had bad cigars. It's just cigars that don't fit my palate. If it's triple Maduro and like super, it just messes with my stomach. I can't do it. They're good, but they're too strong for me. When it comes to cigars, I'm more of an ultra guy. I'm more of a Trulies. No, not quite that bad. No, not that bad. But I'm more of a Bud Light, Budweiser. That's my range.
Because the acids are like Trulies.
Yes, that would be the Trulies and the White Claws.
Yeah,
no, I'm not that bad. I'm at the Budweiser phase, maybe a Coors.
So EP Carrillo partnered with Oliva Cigar Company to bring this allegiance together. It's rolled with an 8th priming Sumatra wrapper from the area of Cuvero, Ecuador, paired with Nicaraguan. Yeah, Nicaraguan. I can never say it, dude. Binders and fillers from Nicaragua.
From Nicaragua.
How's that sound?
Yes.
They offer 4 different Vitola sizes. The Sidekick, which is the 5x50 that we're smoking.
Okay.
The Confidant, 6x52. The Wingman, 6 7/8 by 54. And Chaperon, Chaperone. Chaperone.
The chaperone. Fragile.
The Chaperone. I'm sorry, which is 6 1/4 by 58. 58. It's a medium to full. The taste is also a medium to full. It's medium to full flavored in taste. Mm-hmm. Let's see. It's a medium to full flavored bodied cigar that is complex and flavorful. Allegiance offers the smokers notes of spice.
Yep.
Nut, sweetness, and a slight hint of black coffee.
Maybe that's what it is. I think maybe that's what I picked up on the cold draw, because I think like I said, the coffee that I had earlier, I think that might have brought it out a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Normally I wouldn't have picked it up, but I think this time I did because of the coffee I had earlier. That sounds, it doesn't correlate with the anise that we were mentioning, but I think now that I think about it, that sounds more accurate. Is it just me, or is it going pretty quick? Because we're close to.
It's not too bad. I mean,
fourth right now.
It's
again. This isn't a reflection of all of this line. This one in particular, to me, seems to be burning quick. But then again, I'm trying to pick up all the notes. I might be drawing a little harder than I should. As usual. That on top of my usual. But it's good. It's a good smoke. I think it's a little more full bodied than I've been used to lately, because I've figured out that medium is more my palate. But it's a good departure from that, and I'm actually enjoying it.
Wrapper, binder, filler, all Nicaraguan. So that's usually my go-tos. Something that's all Nicaraguan. Don't get me wrong, I smoke everything else, but it is kind of like my go-to.
Mm. As far as preference, that's kind of where your palate lies. Yeah. EP Carrillo. I'm trying to think of when's the last time I even had an EP Carrillo.
Did you have the pledge?
I did not.
No. Oh, wow. That was last year's. Was it last year's?
I totally missed out on last year's. I don't think I had any of the top 10 from. Would you say that Cigar Aficionado is kind of like the premier top 10 list? Because I know they all differ.
Yeah, I think
like it's their particular ratings.
I think they're number one, as far as known, and as far as the plethora, of everything that they have at their, at their basically at their fingertips. They have everything. They can get a hold of everything. So I know a lot of people kind of like laugh at their number one being a Cuban this past year. I don't know why. It's just. Something that
I want to say that it's because it's now done a full 180 to where before it was just like, if you're not having a Cuban, you're not having real cigars. Yeah. And I think the culture has kind of learned that that's not the case, but now they completely flipped to where, you're a Cuban? You don't know what a good cigar is. Like, bro, there's Cubans that are still really, really fucking good cigars. It's just, it's not an automatic given that because it's Cuban, it's good. So now I think we've done a full 180. I think we're at a point where people are turning their nose up a little bit at Cubans, which should not be the case. Because, again, Partagas Serie D number 4 is still going to be on my at the top of my list until it's proven otherwise. And it's a Cuban. Mm. It's not because it's a Cuban, but yeah.
So I think it made it last year. No, I'm sorry, 2021. The pledge. And actually, I bought a few of those right when it came out.
That's another thing. This one, is it just me, or is this really smoky?
Yeah, it's a little smoky.
Which I Again, I prefer that. It gives me the sense that I'm actually smoking something, because I've seen other people that kind of take a tiny puff and just poof.
No, but like this, you can,
Yeah, you know you're smoking this thing.
Yeah. So,
and as far as the drinks, I don't. I think we said this the last one of the times that we were drinking this. If you're not quite into scotches just yet, and you want to, dip the toes just to get a feel, this blonde, I think, is a really. You can have it straight up. Once you water it down, ice, whatever, it's going to be even easier on the palate. But this is a good place to start. This is.
Yeah. So 2020. I'm sorry. I know that you're.
No, you're fine.
Carrillo made the cigar of the year in 2020 with the Pledge prequel. That one, I bought it when it first came out. I bought 2 of them, smoked one that same day, put one away, and didn't smoke it until the following year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it kind of just sat there in my humidor, and then when I smoked it after that year in my humidor, I was like, wow, yeah. And you could see it here on my Instagram that I posted. Kind of like. I like to match my cigars with my outfits. So, yeah.
So, from how many of the other ones did you have from the top 10?
Of that year?
Yeah.
Let me see. So, if we're going to go through the list, number 2 was the Fuente Opus X Double Robusto. Number 3 was the 1964 anniversary Padron. That one I had. Number 4 was La Mission. I didn't have that one. Number 5 was Cuban Punch, Short to Punch. That one, I think I had that one. Throughout that year. Number 6 was Numero Uno from Olla de Nicaragua.
Every
single time. And, of course, I had the number 7, the Alec Bradley Gatekeeper Robusto. That one, of course, we've had. And then the Olivia Series V Melanio Churchill Natural. Had that one before. The number 6, Rocky Patel Corona. I've had that one. Did you have that one? Have you had that one before?
I wanted to get that one, but for whatever reason.
That one's really good. The Henry Clay Warhol Corona. I've had that one I don't know how many times.
Okay.
That one's really good. The Bolivar Belísico Fino. So that's a Cuban. And shout out.
That's the one that William gave us.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you smoke it already?
Not yet.
You still have it?
Yes,
okay.
I'm still.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's a really good one because he gave me one of those a few years back too, and I've smoked that one. So that's a top 11. I could keep going, but
no, but okay. So then you've had a good number of them. So, in your opinion, did it earn number 1, or is there other ones that you would say are better?
Let's go back to last year's. So last year's 2021. Well, not last year's. Well, last year's 2021. Yeah. Top 25. The number 1 was Padron 1964 Series Torpedo Natural. And the number 2 was a Monte Cristo 1935 anniversary Nicaragua number 2. I think that the Monte Cristo should have been number 1.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I saw last year that I was like, I smoked enough of the anniversaries to know that I thought that the Monte Cristo should have been number 1.
Okay.
Have you had it?
No.
Okay. He does have them there at the shop.
Okay.
Well, actually he has both, but the naturals went from like $13.99 to $15.99 to $17.99. They're like almost $20 right now.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. And your Partagas Series D number 4 made number 4 in 2021.
I can't remember what's the other one I had. I've had another Partagas, and it was almost night and day. Like the other one wasn't bad, but
was it shorty number 2?
I think it was a number 2. I was about to say number 2 before you said that, and I was like, I might be wrong.
Yeah, it had to have been the shorty.
But yeah, it not bad. It wasn't bad at all, but it was not a number 4. It was not a D number 4. It just it didn't compare. So like I said, smoky as hell.
Smoky as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Draws like perfect draw.
Yes, absolutely. And again, that's not the line. That could just be we lucked out with the rollers or whatever. But yeah, it's super easy to smoke. You can get yourself in trouble with this if you're smoking a little too hard, too fast. The full body kind of kicks in a little bit if you're not well eaten. I don't know if that made any sense, but you know what I mean.
Well, I made sure I ate before I came. I had a steak and potato.
You ate before you came, huh?
Yes, I did. It's usually the other way around, but
And with that, we're going to cut and go to the other thing, and we'll be back after these messages.
We'll be right.
Welcome back to Through the Magic of Time Travel and Editing, mostly time travel, because we're just magic like that. We are at the middle, what would be the second third. Is that kind of like an unspoken rule type thing where it's measured and not measured, but talked about in thirds?
I don't know,
because that's always been the way that I've heard people referring to, like the first third, the second third, the last third. Coincidence? All right, whatever.
I think not. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, sorry. What are you getting now?
Okay, I have to ask real quick. Was that The Incredibles?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love The Incredibles. Sorry. This is not the Geek Show. That's the other one.
Yeah, sorry.
It mellowed out.
Yeah, big time.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was just me. It mellowed out quite a bit. Now, I don't know how much of the drink has to do with that, but not in a bad way, though.
No.
Like, I'm really interested for the last third because usually it starts off a certain way, mellows out, but kind of blends, and then gets strong at the end. This one seemed to be pretty strong, mellowed out, like kind of dialed it down.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm interested in the final third, but
I'm getting like a lot of like the black coffee flavor, almost like after you drink black coffee, the after effect, that just sits in your
slight
palate.
Bitterness.
Yeah, I'm getting that a little bit over that.
Yeah, it's kind of hitting. Watch this. It's hitting the back of the throat a little bit.
Favorite.
It's blending together fairly well. The spiciness is still there, getting a little bit of that bitterness, not in a bad way, but a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all blending together very well. It's still rolling. I think I've relit it once, and that was because we were talking quite a bit. But other than that, it's burning very well. It's still good smoky for me. Some people it might be too much, but I'm really enjoying that.
How about the fullness of the cigar?
It's mellowed out.
Okay.
It started more full, and now I'm getting the medium aspect of it.
Okay. I guess I am getting a little bit of the earthiness part. So I'm looking right now. I'm looking at Stogie Press. They did a review on it. You like it? I'm kind of glad that it mellowed out the way it did, because at the beginning I got a lot of flavor, which was really tasty. But if it had stayed that way, I think I'd be overwhelmed at this point. Okay. I'm glad that it mellowed out, because I think I'd be a little overwhelmed. But like I said, I don't know how much the Scotch plays into that. It's really good though. It's a great way to start a cigar that's super tasty and then mellows out to put in, and that's what it is. It went from 0 to 60, and now I put it in cruise control. Okay.
Now we're just coasting along, enjoying.
I can see that. I can see that a lot. Yeah. Not bad. I've been not hesitating, but babying my drink soon.
Intentionally? Or are you enjoying the cigar that much? Or
no, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot.
But is that why you're babying the drink?
No, just because I'm talking and looking and doing a little bit of research.
Multitasking.
Yeah. So, should I tell you the price right now, or should I wait till the end?
Let's wait till the end, because that usually I like the way that we've done that on the other ones, where it's just like, it's really, really good. Oh shit, for that price, just dropped it down a couple notches. Because right now, what's the official rating? Do they have a rating system, like a standard kind of?
I think Cigar Aficionado already rated it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they go by 100.
Yeah.
They rated like 95, 90, whatever.
Yeah. No, they didn't. But Stogie Press did rate it, and I think it was rated. Let me just check really quick. 96. By Stogie
Okay,
Press.
so it's on 100-point grading system. For the cigars for my palate, the cigars that I enjoy, I don't know if I'd go 96. I'd probably be on the lower 90s, maybe 93, 94, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Because it's not bad. And I think that's one of the problems that people will be like, oh, that's pretty low. Yeah, when you're talking about literally thousands of cigars that are out there, it's kind of hard to put it at a 96 when you've had other cigars that are considerably better.
Yeah.
When I think of a 96 or higher, I'm starting to talk about the Partagas. I'm starting to talk about, from what I remember, and we'll have a confirmation shortly, the Grey Cliff.
Something more in the rarities,
Yeah, for sure. Now, again, because that's my go-to, the Sancho Panza, the Black Market. Honestly, this is better. I will say that. It's better, but I don't know if I could have it consistently. Does that make sense? Like, food. As you can tell, I like food. All right. I really like certain foods. I really like a ribeye. But if I had that shit every other day, it's not going to be as enjoyable.
How about every Friday?
Maybe. And that would be this cigar. Like, if I smoke maybe once every other day, I wouldn't be able to have it that often. But if I had it once a week, once every other week, that would be perfect. So it's good in that sense, but a little too much would be overkill.
Okay. Yeah. It's good. I'm getting a lot of bitterness. I don't know if it's because I had to relight it. Spiciness. I'm getting some earthiness towards it.
The spice is definitely there.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm really interested to see where the final third goes. So we'll be back and we'll let you know where that stands.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. No, just kidding.
Yes, please. And just in case something goes wrong. All right. So
what about this? What about the same?
Overall,
what do you think?
That was a weird taste. I don't know what that was. This was a reverse cigar for my usual experience. It started off strong, mellowed out, and now it mellowed out quite a bit to where it's definitely on the medium side.
Okay, so
I don't know if that was just me.
I'm getting bitterness on mine.
You think you charted a little bit?
I might have, but yeah, I think the bitterness is what I'm getting right now. But it's not really bitterness. It's more like a black coffee flavor. It's bitterness, though.
Yeah, no. I get you.
I'm not trying to sound negative towards the bitterness, but it's,
No, I get you.
It's really good.
For those that like coffee and like that flavor, it's probably going to hit the spot. It started off better than its finishing. Most of the time, it starts off a certain way, mellows out, and then by the time I get to the end, like, it's funneled.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to getting the pick and finishing this one, honestly.
Even if
we're kind of pressed for time a little bit,
yeah.
And I'm not super disappointed that I'm not going to have time to really enjoy the end.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not bad by a long shot, but I'm not super disappointed that I'm like, oh, shit, I'm not going to be able to smoke it to the nub.
Yeah.
It's good.
Price point, you ready? Retro?
Give me...
No retro.
Now I'm getting a little creaminess.
Okay.
I hate to say it. I just said what I said, but I have a feeling that if I get to like a half of what I have left, it's going to pick up and I'm going to be like, fuck, now I got
it. Yeah.
Because now the creaminess kicked in with that little puff that I just gave. And I think that's going to happen. That's going to suck.
Damn.
Because I'm tempted to call into work. I'm going to be about an hour late.
Just a little bit. I'm just running late.
Mm-hmm.
So the Robusto runs around $12.
That makes sense.
Not too bad.
Not. I mean, in this market, that sounds about right.
The
I could see that.
Chaperone.
The El Chapo.
The Chaperone runs about $14. That's their biggest Botella size.
Okay.
So from $12 to $14, you know what I mean. That's MSRP, not knowing what other states and their taxes and blah 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 blah.
That's pretty close to what the white was, the Montecristo White Series that we had.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that being the case, since that was, and the knuckle sandwich was also right around that price point, right?
Yeah.
So just those three, because that's the latest episodes that we've had. I'm gonna put the knuckle sandwich at 1, the White Series at 2, and probably this one at 3.
Okay.
What? No. I take that back. Montecristo at 1, this one at 2, and the White Series at 3, because the Montecristo, the mistake I made is I thought we were doing the classic. Well, the memory I had when you said Montecristo and we smoked, I'm like, I really liked it, and it's different. It's different because I was thinking of the classic not the White Series.
Okay.
So I need to have the classic again, and I think that's the one that I really, really enjoyed. So this one, between those three, at the same price point, I would put it at number 2, behind the knuckle sandwich. That one I think I enjoyed more. Not bad, but I enjoyed more.
Okay, that makes sense. I like it. This is my second one that I smoked. I think the first one I smoked was the Wingman, the Corona. Yeah.
Ooh, it went away.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay. What did you have with the other one? Or were you drinking?
Well, let me see. It had to have been bourbon.
You drinking bourbon?
No, never. Never. Let's see. What was I drinking? How long ago has it been since I smoked that one? Let me see.
Like a week? It wasn't that long.
No, about a month.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of the quesada.
Okay, what was the last smoke that you had before this one?
Dude, I've been smoking the hell out of those White Series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it was, a 10-pack?
Yeah.
And I'm down to 1.
Nice.
So that's I haven't really bought any cigars. And then I'm sitting on the Bolivar.
I smoked that one December 23rd.
Okay.
The only reason I know that is because I take pictures of all my cigars.
No.
Follow me at. So, yeah. Yes. No, actually, I didn't. No, I did. I had the Chaperone. I didn't have the Confidant.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the Chaperone.
What were you drinking with it?
I can't remember, dude. I don't have a picture.
Oh, you don't have a picture of it?
That I don't. Nope, I do not.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo, bitch. Boo.
Motherfucking who.
And the only reason I asked is because could it have affected the palate? Could it have affected your...
More than likely, I was drinking Woodford.
Okay.
More than likely. I think it was Woodford.
There's a pretty good chance
that it was Woodford.
For some reason.
For some reason. Woodford's my go-to. My everyday go-to. Everyday go-to. Yeah, I think it was Woodford. It was still good. Yeah.
Yeah, see, now it's weird because now it's starting to... The best way I can describe it is that it's settled, like almost like making a stew. Like it's settled, and then somebody just stirred the pot, and now I'm getting all kinds of
flavors.
Which is not bad. They're not bad flavors. It's just, I think I would really have to get into that final chunk. As far as palate wise, for those that agree with one or the other, I think I lean more towards beer. I think the liquor not overpowers, but I think it cleanses the palate better. So then it's like flavor, cleanse the palate, flavor again. Whereas with the beer, it's more consistent.
See, for me, every time I drink beer and try to smoke, I get more bitterness. And it's dark beer that you're drinking, right?
Right.
I'm the same way. I drink dark beer. So for me, it's kind of like I can't get the flavors because the beer overpowers my palate. So for me, I try not to drink beer when I'm smoking. Something that I want to like, kind of like deep dive into. So if there's something that I've already smoked, it's been consistent, you know what I mean? I'll drink a beer with it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of like, I've already smoked this 100 times. I can drink a beer with it. I'm good.
Okay.
I don't need to know what it tastes like because I already know what it tastes like.
I got you.
I can drink a beer, just hang back and not have a glass of liquor, even though, you know, that's kind of like my go-to.
Yeah.
Know, right. But I do remember what I drank, and I was drinking Basil Hayden, which is also bourbon, but it's a very
That's what you were smoking, drinking?
The last time, yeah.
Ah, so you did remember.
So it's Basil Hayden, and I smoked this one.
I could see that because, well, and that to me it would really affect it because to me bourbon, I really pick up on the bourbon, the sweetness of it and stuff like it really affects my palate. So I could see that affecting. It probably mellows out the bitterness or that you're saying from the coffee or whatever. So I could see that being the case.
But if you're smoking a really good cigar, what are you going to drink? Scotch?
Yeah, if I know for a fact that it's a cigar that I've already had that's really good, or a cigar that's supposed to be really good, like it's got high reviews,
Scotch.
I'm gonna do a Scotch.
Okay.
I think it's just right Scotch because
it's fair to do that.
Yeah, no, everybody has their palate.
It doesn't have to be a $300 bottle of Scotch. It could be like a $50 bottle of Scotch.
That's what has me a little bit hesitant on doing the Johnny
Cliff.
Walker with the Grey Cliff. I'm a little hesitant, but
because of the Johnny Walker, or because of the
I don't know if it's peatiness. I don't know Scotches that well, but whatever flavor I was talking about when we had because we had Johnny Walker Blue on New Year's, that flavor, I don't want it to overpower what I think what I'll probably end up doing is I'll start the Grey Cliff, just raw dog it, and then throw in the drink like a good 10-15 minutes in so that I can really enjoy the cigar to see if it still holds up the way I remember.
That's fair. That's something to do.
Yeah. But typically, Scotch.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go with not a Glen, Macallan.
Okay.
Something like that. I hate to say it, a lot of people will probably jump on me for it, but Monkey Shoulder is kind of my go-to.
It's a blended Scotch, but so it's kind of like
it's really good. Like I haven't had that one in a long time either.
Yeah,
but
Monkey Shoulder is good.
No, I'm like maybe we should get some Monkey Shoulder for that one because I want to focus on the cigar.
Yeah,
and if
or
we're
we
having
could get Macallan.
I don't know because I'm really paranoid that it's gonna focus. What?
Stop recording.
Yours?
Yeah,
that's right. We have this one going.
Okay.
That one's still going, right? I can't tell. I can't.
Yes,
yeah,
it is
still going. So yeah, we should be good.
Okay.
But yeah, we can kind of finish off there because I'm gonna be running late.
So overall,
good,
great cigar.
Good. It was rated 96
by Stogie. Was it Stogie?
I think
Press?
I'll stick with like I said, a 92-ish. It's good. I don't think it's good enough to where I'm going to be like, I haven't had that one. I'm going to try that one. I'll try it again if I remember, but I'm not going to make it a point to try it again. Yeah. But it's good. It's definitely not bad.
In our local brick and mortar Current Place Cigars, they picked up they got the three sizes. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try this one. It's brand new. Might as well try it. And, as soon as one of us tries something from there, everybody's like, oh, what are you smoking? Let me go try it. It's brand new. Is it good? Is it good? Do you like it? You know what I mean? So we kind of like, all right, I like it. Try it out.
You know what? Actually, I just had an idea. I think it's a good idea. What we should do one of these days is when something like this pops up that happens, do like mini interviews with each person if they're willing to, even if it's just audio. Yeah. And we can throw that into one of the episodes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because, the guys, Brother Bill is probably the first one I think of. Like, he'll be like, oh, this and that compared to this. But all the guys are, that's good, that's not good. Like, we have a fairly similar palate there.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of likes the same things.
Good. Enjoyable.
It's definitely enjoyable.
Very smoky.
Yeah, it is.
Very smoky.
It's right up there with the Nica Rustica.
Yeah.
Not as smoky, but up there.
Yeah, it's pretty smoky though.
Again,
it is very smoky.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. Yeah. But good.
So that being said, thank you, sir. Thank you guys for joining us. The one thing to keep in mind when it comes to cigars, drinking, especially the drinking part, keep in mind, guys, you can't wake up hungover.
If you're still drunk, drink responsibly.
Sure, especially when you're about to go to work.